Hey, what up, yo? It's Cyber again. So today I'm going to be talking about this new Samsung Odyssey 3D monitor, and it's without glasses. So it's a 3D monitor. Just came out. Actually, it's supposed to come out May 1st, which is like a couple days from now. But people that pre-ordered got it early, so I've had this like for like almost a week. I've been testing it, and I actually saw it's in Best Buy, so you can like just go to Best Buy and like buy this right now. Whoa, did the guy kill me? Oh my god. Oh yeah, the other thing is I've never even played like a Souls game or Dark Souls before, so I have no idea what I'm doing. So basically the only reason I even bought this game or heard of this game is because this is the big Halo launch title for this new the Samsung 3D monitor, and it's not like a conversion or a mod or something like that. Like Samsung actually worked with the developer during early on in development. They've been working on this, so it's like developer made native stereo 3D. Can't really show you that to you in the video. It's kind of difficult to record when the monitor's in the 3D mode. So I'm just recording a 2D video right now. But these are the same settings. Like everything's, I left all the settings the same except just turn up the 3D. And these are full max settings, like all the way to the max, 4K. Not even using scaling. Like the DLSS is set to DLAA, which is like the native res, like not downscaled. So this is absolute full max and in 3D, and I'm getting like 120 FPS. And this is on the oh no, I'm gonna fall. The NVIDIA, the RTX 4070 Ti Super, which is so. Samsung themselves, the kind of min spec on this, like the monitor, just in general. What is this? Is 4070. So this is, I mean, it's 4K, it's in 3D. You need a decent, you need a decent GPU. So the 470 is like, the min spec. But whoa! Did the guy kill me? What? Are you joking? So yeah, so you need like at least a 4070, but this game is like super well optimized, so I can like depending on the game or whatever. But anyhow, so I was playing like the intro of this, like the the intro cutscene, and the 3D, like the camera angles, there was like snow that's like popping out of the screen and like going behind you. It is, whoa. Oh, that was not really clear. Okay, so let's see. I hope I don't have to start really far back, do I? How far back am I? That's okay. So anyhow, so yeah, so the reason I'm playing this is because this is the launch title and the 3D implementation is really good. But aside from that, the monitor itself is honestly nuts. It is like if you remember like the Nintendo 3DS, it's probably the best example of like glasses free 3D, which is good honestly for the time. I thought that the Nintendo 3DS looked great, but this is for sure a step up from that. It's not using the same technology, but it's the same kind of idea where some of the pixels, some of the screen goes to your left eye or to your right eye or whatever, but it's just I mean, I don't even know how it works. It's more advanced than the 3DS for sure. And it also has head tracking. So it's sort of like, I don't know if you remember, like I mean, there's been the later versions of 3DS and some stuff that could track your head with a webcam. So it has sort of something like that. Like it has a stereo camera on the front. And it tracks your head, which means for the 3D, if you move, not a lot, not like getting up, but like if you, move your head, a couple inches, 6 inches, left to the right or whatever it is, it still keeps the 3D looking correct. Like it doesn't lose the tracking or get double or something like that, which is really good because earlier versions of this kind of glasses free, like kind of would like lose the angle if you move too much. This does not have this problem. So I mean, obviously, if you just like jump out of your seat or make a really sudden movement, like, you know, the tracking's not that good. But I think it's like pretty close to the kind of tracking that they have in VR. I mean, it's a little less, but it's because it's using basically a webcam. It's a stereo cam, but it's a webcam. It's not. It doesn't have like, you know, like 10 sensors or something. So it's you know, probably not quite as good as like the state of the art in VR, let's say. But for basically like, you know, camera based tracking, this is the best I've seen like by far. So I got up here. There was a jump, right? Can I make this? All right. So anyhow, yeah, so the head tracking is mostly for, you know, helping with the 3D image, but in games that support it, as far as I know, only this game, because it has to be, you know, made by the developer, the head tracking actually works in the game. So if you're just playing, like right here, like if I had it on, I could just move like my head to the left a little bit, and actually the camera angle, the virtual camera in the game would shift like to match where it would be like in real life or whatever in the game. Which, well, like for like a game like this that's third person, like at this camera distance, like the head tracking is not like super like kind of useful in a gameplay sense. But on the cutscenes, it looks crazy. It looks insane in the cutscenes because it's like you have these like close camera angles and you're moving your head, and it's like, you know, it's like 1-to-1, like where your head would be if you were in the game. It's crazy. So that kind of gives me hope for the future of this kind of product. Oh wait, I'm not playing this guy. Oh my god. So yeah, because Samsung launched, this is like the Halo. This is the best game. There's like 9 other games that launched with, so there's a total of like 10 launch games. And this is the best one, but the other ones also have like, you know, good 3D. Alright, I'm gonna die here. Oh, this camera angle's not helping me. Fuck. Yeah, that was intense. Yo, this game is hard, man. This is a hard game. Okay. Maybe I gotta avoid this guy so I could talk about the monitor, really, because it is. I mean, there's been other attempts at this, right? Like I said, Acer had one last year that was pretty decent. It was okay. And then, you know, older stuff, Nintendo 3DS, whatever. But this is definitely, like, recently, like, you know, since kind of 3D died, you know, 15 years ago, whatever. Like, this is the best attempt I've seen. Like, the image is clear. It's 4K. There's, like, very little to no ghosting. Like, in some really, like, extreme, like, kind of black and white scenes, you'll see ghosting. But if it's, like, you know, something like this where it's, like, kind of, you know, kind of mid-tones, subdued, like it's not super high contrast, there's like literally like no ghosting, or at least you don't notice unless you're like kind of zooming in looking for it. Yeah, and then so yeah, like I was saying, there's 10 launch games. This is clearly the big Halo one that they like, you know, paid the developer or whatever. The other ones, I only actually, there's a few good games on the list. Like they have like the Grand Theft Auto, like the remastered ones, the whole trilogy, and then what is this? Stray, that like game where you're a cat and it's like cyberpunk. I played that. That was really good. There's like a couple of, it's like a really like eclectic mix. Like there's a SpongeBob game, and I don't know. It's an interesting mix of games, but yeah, there's like 10 like, you know, pretty decent popular games, and then Samsung claims they're gonna have 50 games by the end of the year, which is, I mean, 50 like, you know, games that, you know, with 3D that they like, you know, work with developers or at least have some input or something, like sounds pretty good, because at least from what I saw of this, well, of this game and Stray, it looks like a native 3D game. Like, it doesn't look like, you know, like even in NVIDIA 3D Vision, like they were kind of like hacking the drivers or some of these depth map reprojection. Cause, I mean, I'm working on, you know, depth map reprojection, but all these kind of conversion kind of techniques and mods are not going to give you the kind of native 3D where the developer is like working on it and the camera angles and stuff. So anyhow, this is good. I'll have to play some of the other games, and we'll see, you know, if Samsung's claim of 50 games, if that, you know, comes to fruition. I mean, if that's true, that's a pretty good launch, honestly. But whoa, come on, man. That was a cheese. Hit me in the back. Guy hit me in the back. Come on, man. This is a bad spot to stand. Come on. There you go. Okay. I got knocked out. Yeah, so beyond that, there's a pretty good support. Oh wait, that's the big deal. So let me just stand over here and talk, because that guy's gonna kill me. Yeah, there's like really good support, I would say. I mean, not quite, you know, on the level of like native games, but so anyhow, so they have side-by-side support, which is the most important, because that's like, you know, kind of the standard format you find, kind of legacy content and you know, 3D video files and some of the stuff, whatever. So that's pretty much fully working. So I tried a bunch of different, you know, just using, so you don't need any special app, right? So the Samsung software as a service. So if you open, let's say you open any, like a VLC, let's say, just a regular, not a 3D app, like a VLC playing a video. If it's a side-by-side video you have, there's a pop-up. It says, is this, you know, side-by-side 3D? And you click it, and then it's just 3D. And it's, it looks good, and it's good quality. If it's a 2D video, you could also option to convert 2D to 3D with the Samsung software that comes included, you know, with the monitor for free. And it honestly works pretty good, I would say. It's not like the depth like is a little conservative. Like, it's not like things are popping out of the screen. Like it works well, but it's not like the most impressive thing compared to like a native 3D game, or even like the, you know, the movies, the 3D movies. But it looks good. Like, there's not like a lot of artifacts or halos or oh wait, that was too long. Or like just weird glitches. Like it looks pretty smooth. Oh wait, let me get the hell out of here. What? I'm gonna get wrecked. What? Wait, did I get a tier before it? Oh wait. Oh, this guy? Oh, I can't escape. Oh my god, I'm dead. Yeah, this, like I said, I have never played a Souls game before. Now I feel bad, because this game is sick. Maybe I completely missed out on Dark Souls. I gotta like, catch up. So, yeah. So let me, wait, I'm back here. So yeah, so anyhow, so, I mean, I don't know how long this video got, but I haven't even, like, started to talk about how crazy this monitor is, honestly. I've been talking about this game, because I didn't even know that this game was like this. This is nuts. Because I guess it's like a Souls game, but the combat is really fast. Like it feels like it, you know, Devil May Cry almost, or so. Like it's pretty intense. Like it's not like a slow-paced game. Oh wait. Okay. Oh wait, he's not dead? Yeah, so I mean, I've been getting caught up in this game. So let's see. Yeah, so the monitor, the support, like I said, side-by-side support. So if you have, you know, video file, you know, Blu-ray 3D, movies, or just you know, you can convert, like I said, with the Samsung software, and it works with mostly everything. Like, you could just go to YouTube, and it could be a live stream, and you just click like the 3D button, and it's just a live stream. It's in 3D, and you click on the videos, and like and it's pretty quick. Like if you like, you know, there's some like when you switch 3D mode for the conversion, it takes like probably like a couple seconds, a few seconds, like 3-4 seconds, whatever it is. But then after it's in 3D, like it's not like it's like delayed or there's latency or anything. Like it looks good, and I didn't notice any like lip sync issues. Like it seems like the sound in the video, like it's pretty well synced. Right, so there's a 2-to-3 conversion, and side by side, you know, mode works. So there's a lot of, you know, content, just, you know, shader, you know, reshade mods, and you know, emulation, and, you know, all kind of stuff that basically just works out of box. Like if it has like a side by side mode, I mean, granted, there's some performance concerns. So it will turn on in 3D, but for like if you don't have like a really good GPU. Oh wait, I just backed up in the corner. Damn. So where am I going? Let's go this way. Oh, this is where I died last time. This is a bad spot. And of course I died in the exact same spot. I knew that was gonna happen. I called it. Fuck, man. Yeah, so I'll probably do like a full review, like a text review. I'm gonna try to get it out this week, but you know, in the next couple of days or whatever. But you know, so far I am extremely impressed with this monitor. Like I have you know, some other monitors that are using this like kind of new like glasses free stuff or whatever, and they've been good. Like I've been pretty hyped. But you know, especially with 3D, if you've had any older, you know, Nintendo 3DS, or let's say NVIDIA 3D vision glasses, or some of these older, like not you know, not VR, not dual screen, like kind of traditional 3D where it's on a monitor, like on a single screen. There was always issues with like ghosting, you know, crosstalk where you're seeing like kind of some of one image or for the other eye or whatever. So that was always one of the major issues. And I mean, I can't say it's 100% solved because it just, you know, it's kind of the nature of technology, but it's extremely low to the point where in most like just your average kind of games and videos, you're not going to notice it, like literally at all. In some scenes, like if you're talking like black and white photography, or like, I don't know, like, you know, it's some game like this where you're in a cave, but it's dark in the cave and outside it's daylight. Like there's some really kind of extreme examples where it you'll notice a little bit, but it is way better than probably anything I've ever seen. Whoa, this guy's jeez. Okay, man. Right, so the ghosting is good. It's 4K. It's 165 hertz, which is really nice for 2D at least. For 3D, you know, 3D is intensive because this is 4K and 3D, so it's double the, like, you know, double the pixels of 4K. So you need a really good graphics card. This game I think it just happens to be well optimized because I have a 470 Ti Super. But some of the other stuff I tried, I did have to like, you know, put on DLSS and kind of tweak the settings to high, let's say, instead of max or whatever. So Samsung is actually recommending the 4070 as the min spec. And not recommended, min. So I mean, this monitor is steep. I mean, it's an expensive monitor. I think right now, like at Best Buy, it's like $2,000. I mean, I got a discount because I pre-ordered, so it was like supposed to be $2,000, but then they gave me a $200 Samsung credit and this free like JBL headphones or something, which I don't know. I mean, JBL hasn't been good in a while, but I mean, they claimed they were $150 value. I don't know. So whatever. So I got this credit, you know, $200 credit and these claiming to be good headphones. So that makes it sting a little bit less, but I mean, it's basically a $2,000 monitor. Like you know? And so I kind of was on the fence, honestly. Like, I wasn't even sure if I was going to buy it, because I mean, I already have a 3D monitor that I like. But it was like, I was like, you know what, it's Samsung, you know, maybe they're going to be able to do something different just because, you know, it's Samsung. And they did. Like, this is just above and beyond better than, you know, anything that's come out in like the last couple of years. And the screen itself, like, you know, it's 4K. It's not even OLED, honestly. It's IPS, but it's like the best IPS. So it's like, it's not OLED, but for non-OLED, like, this is like as good as it gets. So it's kind of, you know, like I was saying, like I wasn't completely sold on it. I don't have any upgrades, so I wasn't completely sold on it just on the specs, because, you know, this is 3D, and the improvements that Samsung has made, like, let's say with the head tracking, precision, and the ghosting, and these like things that are like not, you know, it's not really a number. It's kind of this kind of qualitative experience, like, that's much better, but there's no number really to advertise. Like, the head tracking, like, has lower latency and it's more accurate, but I mean I guess the latency has a number, but it's kind of nerdy. Like, nobody's gonna know, like, if it's like, you know, 0.07 milliseconds. Like, what does that mean to anyone? Like, it's just better. It's just way better, right? And, you know, the ghosting, and just, you know, the size is 27-inch 4K, which I think is, like, you know, it's not the biggest monitor, but for something like this, the 3D, you kind of want it, like, you know, right in front of you or whatever. You, because I used to, I had, my old monitor was ultra wide, and like the ultra wide like looks really nice for like 2D games, but for 3D it's like, you know, ultra wide and curved and kind of other yeah, so ultra wide curved, and, you know, some of these other technologies, the gamer they sell to gamers, I don't know how compatible they are with 3D. At least right now, like this kind of new 3D, like, you kind of need like a flat screen kind of for the projection to be correct, and, you know, stuff like that. So I think a 27-inch at this, you know, at this size, the way it looks is good, and I think the I mean, that's, sorry, not OLED, the IPS is good for what it is. Like, it's not like the best, you know, compared to a 2D monitor. You could get a better 2D monitor for cheaper, 100%. So there's no question there. It's just that it's not 3D. It's like people saying, like, oh, you could get a black and white TV for cheaper. It's like, yeah, there's a reason black and white TV is cheaper. So anyhow, so I just got, I mean, I've had this for almost a week, but I had some kind of computer trouble. It's not really Samsung's fault, because you know, I run Linux on my main machine. I didn't think it was gonna work, but I tried it. You know, it doesn't work. So you need like a window, like I think Windows 11 machine. They support for gaming and like general 3D, like the side-by-side mode. You could use, I think, well, definitely AMD and NVIDIA cards are supported. So I know they list the, what is it, the 4070 as the NVIDIA card, and I don't remember off the top of my head which AMD card. It might have been the 6800 or something, one of those, like maybe either the 67 XT or 6800, something like that. So, like, you know, in that kind of range, right? Like the kind of mid, what is now mid-range. And they didn't list a card for Intel, for the Intel Arc, which is weird. I might test it later for the review. But they said it was supported, but they didn't. I mean, I guess there's only two models, but two like models that would even be fast enough, you know, to run this. But I don't know. I'll have to test that. So they do have support for that. But the thing that's a little kind of weird, I didn't realize. The 2D to 3D conversion is for NVIDIA only, like right now. Like, and it's not just any NVIDIA card either. Like, you need a, I think a 3080 or 4070 or above to do the, or I think maybe it was a 4080 to do the 3D, the AI auto 3D, you know, 2D 3D. So I tested that on actually a 4060 and a 5060 Ti, and it did work. It wasn't fast enough to play games, but it was fast enough for like YouTube and stuff like that, and it worked pretty good. And you could still like use YouTube. Oh wait, this guy's gonna kill me. I know it. I'm gonna try to get to a good part. Yeah, so you can still use YouTube, like you can't browse around and search, like you can't use the keyboard, but if you're watching a 3D video, you could like scrub around the video. So yeah, you could scrub around the video. You could like change from 1080p to 4K, change the audio and stuff like that. So it's pretty well supported. Some of the older 3D technologies like didn't allow you to use like the mouse or stuff like that while you're in 3D, but this is like pretty good implementation. And this guy is definitely coming. So I have no idea what I'm doing here. Oh my god. No. Am I even strong enough to kill this guy? No, I'm done. I'm done here. No, I'm done. Oh wait, I'm not done. I'm not dead. Okay, this guy's gonna hit me on that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know why I'm trying to play this game. I have no clue what I'm doing here. But the game is fun. Okay, so I'm having fun. But anyhow, so yeah, I mean, I think I've been talking enough, and this game is like super intense. Like I think I've like broken a sweat here. Like I'm sweating. So anyhow, so yeah, so I'm gonna post like more like details, like because there's a lot of like kind of technical things. Like I said, you know, with the NVIDIA card support or AMD, you know, and some little things, some little tweaks and stuff. Because I for the most part it worked, but I did run into a few little things. One of them, Samsung released. There was like this kind of focus thing, like if you went full screen with the mouse, with the pop-up, and they actually fixed it. I think it was like they had a patch like 2 or 3 days ago. Like because I got this like a week ago. I was testing. So it seems like they're like, you know, they're supporting it, like, and it was like significant. Like it changed like the graphics on the UI and fixed, you know, this kind of window focus thing. So I'm pretty impressed with that. That like they would, you know, it just came out or just, I mean, it's almost not even out. Like it's supposed to come out in a couple of days, on Monday or something. Next Monday, but and they already released a patch and it was like actually fixed something. So yeah, so I'm feeling good about that. And then just in general, like I've been playing, like, you know, I you know, some videos, some 3D videos, you know, that I downloaded or whatever, that just worked out of the box. Like it looks really good. Like the depth. I mean, the depth, like if you have a video, the video is what was, you know, in the video. Like it's not gonna change like a movie that was already like rendered. But because there's no like ghosting and like it's clear, like the colors are clear, it pops. It looks very different. Like, you know, I would say honestly, it looks better. Like if you watch a 3D film, like a 3D Blu-ray or, you know, some films, indie, you know, 3D, whatever you download, it actually looks better than it looks in the movie theaters, because in the movie theaters you have to wear glasses, so you're losing like probably like 50% of the light. It looks darker, but there's no glasses, which means the screen looks like, when you're in 3D, the image looks like it was on a 2D monitor. It's just 3D. Like you're not losing the colors. Like it's not like half as bright or you know, darker or anything. It looks pretty much the same brightness. Like the colors, everything looks the same. It's just 3D. The only thing you do kind of lose is some detail in the resolution, because obviously it's you know, it's a single screen. So when it goes into 3D mode, they're splitting the pixels somehow, I mean, I know like on the Nintendo 3DS it used the parallax barrier, and that like method is like, kind of known in the open or whatever. So that basically splits half the pixels to one eye and half the pixels to the other eye. I don't know exactly how this new version works, but it kind of seems like it has to be something similar to that, just more advanced, and it's also 4K, so there's a lot more pixels. So like losing some of the detail is like not as bad, but it definitely does look a little softer in 3D. But you're not actually losing the pixels. So half the pixels are going to your left eye and right, and half to the right eye. So at any given moment, you're still getting a total of the full 4K pixels. It's just kind of split between your eyes. So it's kind of hard to quantify that. I mean, it definitely looks softer. Like it's not as crisp as like a 2D native 4K, but it's not half the resolution. Like it looks. I mean, I can't even put a number. It's somewhere in between, right? So it looks better than 1440p, not quite 4K, but almost 4K. Like it's so. I mean, if you really look closely, you're like, yeah, that looks a little softer. But I would say it's effectively 4K because you're still getting both eyes, the full pixels. So it's still pretty good. And the monitor also has speaker, and the sound is actually, I think, pretty good for built-in monitor speakers. Like I'm actually using a headset right now because I'm recording the video. But before, when I was testing the game, I was playing just with the speakers, and I mean, honestly, it's not like Dolby 5.1, but it is good. Like it, like you could play the game. I was like, listening to music and stuff, and like, I mean, granted, it's not amazing quality compared to like a high-end set of cans or whatever. But if you're just like, I don't know, just chilling out and you're just like watching a YouTube video or I don't know, just playing some music, but it's not like you're like bumping it loud. It's actually fun. Actually, sounds good. So that's nice to know that it's the speakers. They didn't cheap out on the speakers. Good speakers, and they get loud. It gets really loud. So beyond that, I mean, yeah. So I mean, I think the software support on this is good. I mean, this game, like I said, this game just came out, and it's a big. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's a big kind of AAA kind of style Dark Souls kind of game, 3D with the head tracking, and everything else basically that works with side by side, like movies, some of this emulation stuff, games. If you have the hardware and the performance or lower settings, whatever. Some of these game conversions, stuff like that. So I feel pretty good about this, and I think it literally just came out a couple of days ago. This is like basically the launch window, and already everything I've seen, I've been really impressed. So if it keeps going in this direction, if those those 50 games that Samsung's talking about, those do eventually come out this year, which is pretty soon, and also some of the software things, because I had mentioned before the software needs kind of specific NVIDIA cards, which I can kind of understand because some of the AI machine learning stuff is optimized for NVIDIA, but I hope they can figure out AMD Intel support, and also just expand the list, like make it work on a wider range of cards. Oh, I shouldn't have gone here because this guy's gonna destroy me. Man, yeah, I'm taking destroy. Why'd I even come here? Okay, so yeah, let me just end this video here because I'm not gonna be able to fight that guy. Like, I gotta read a guide, or I don't know, put it on super easy or something. So, but yeah, I want to do a full review. This video is probably like a full feature length at this point. It's like an hour. I mean, I can't even now look at the timer. This is probably way too long. But yeah, I would recommend reading some reviews of the Samsung Odyssey 3D, or just waiting for my review, because honestly, I read some of the reviews for the Odyssey 3D, and like I understand, these are tech journalists, whatever, but a lot of them did not seem like super familiar with 3D, and some of the things that they were saying like kind of contradicted themselves and didn't make sense. And now that I have the monitor, it didn't make sense. So I want to do a full review. The reason I spent like a week so far and I'm not even done with it is because I want to make sure I don't make any mistakes. There's a lot of kind of confusion and mis or disinformation on the internet. So I want to make sure the review is accurate. But I kind of covered like the gist of the like important key points here because I just wanted to kind of get something out like, you know, today soon because this thing just launched, you know. I don't want to wait forever. But yeah, there's definitely more details like I haven't shared, and it's I probably been here for like an hour. So let me just like give you guys your time back, and I mean you can look at the reviews. It's called the Samsung Odyssey 3D. You know, I forget which there was a really good review. I think the one I can't remember the name of the website, XDA or something. They had a really good review. I could maybe link that or something, but yeah, check it out, and you should check out Samsung's website because the market. I think the marketing materials are pretty good and actually honest. Sometimes you don't know if it's marketing BS, but actually Samsung did kind of come through here, and it kind of is what they claim. So yeah, so I'm gonna do a kind of more detailed, probably text review or maybe another video at some point later this week or next week. But for now, I hope you're enjoying this video. I hope you like seeing me get completely wrecked because I've never played this game or any Souls game before, and this is like live. Like I just installed this game this morning, and yeah, I hope you're hyped for 3D. I mean, if you listen to the end of this video, clearly you're interested. So yeah, it's definitely the best like 3D monitor I've seen like in a long time or possibly ever. So yeah, check it out. Cheers, guys.